Lambstrings and More, episode 21. I am Jaymie and this is Shanna. And, yeah. Hi.
Welcome to our podcast. Our podcast about knitting. And I'm always like, is there spinning? And then there's never spinning. There's yarn, knitting.
Don't shame me.
I know.
Yarn, spinning, dyeing, crocheting, spinning every once in a while. Really a little bit of everything every once in a while.
Goodies.
Honestly.
Lots of goodies. If it's your first time joining us, then thank you. And if you're a returning viewer, then thanks for coming back. We hope that you enjoy what we talk about today. We have quite a few whips.
Yes.
And there's stuff everywhere again. And we mess with the lighting. So hopefully
It's a little better.
It's a little better, or it's
something. Are we looking a little washed
out? I don't know.
We might be a little washed out. The yarn looked good.
We're not as tired as we look, I think. I don't know. So welcome.
Social media.
Yes, thank you. Social media. If you'd like, you can check us out. You can find me as Lambstrings on Ravelry, where you can see mostly some projects that I've been neglecting to put on there, but you can see some good stuff. You can find me as Lambstrings Yarn on Instagram, Twitter, and Periscope. And you can find my beautiful hand-dyed yarns, which I will show you because I do have a shop update coming up this week, at lambstrings.etsy.com. Ooh. All that stuff. All those places.
Periscoping, you're just a stalker on there.
I'm really just a stalker.
No videos.
I don't video. Everyone, and you know what, when I'm always like, I should do a Periscope, it's always when I really look like crap. Like when I'm like, have my hair in a bun,
you don't want to be
and I'm on the couch, you know, when you're like really vegging out and you got like your leg hanging off the couch and like you're like, ugh. I'm like, I should Periscope. And then I look at myself and I'm like, I got a Periscope right now. Ever. Like this is terrible.
Yeah, I've got to set up one of those.
Yeah. Where can people find you? Do you want to be found ever?
Actually, you could find me on Ravelry. Ravelry as JaymieM. And then on Instagram, I'm LeslieJeanKnits. And you can find my yarn at LeslieJeanKnits.etsy.com.
She's going to show you that later, too.
Yes, I will. I've got
She's got new stuff. We both have new stuff.
We do.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, we both have new stuff this week. New colors to show you guys. So, good. We are drinking hot chocolate.
Yes. It's a chilly day.
Yeah. It smells like fall. It's we are podcasting from Patchogue, New York, where we live. Patchogue, New York, where we live and work and dye and knit and stuff. So it is finally fall here on Long Island.
The leaves are mostly altered. That tree's green. Hurry up, tree.
I know, the trees are like pumpkin-y orange and red and pink and green and yellow. It just looks fabulous.
Yes.
It looks fabulous. We're going to try to soak it all in. Fall only lasts for like
a week.
5 minutes here. So we're going to try to soak that in.
The leaves turn yellow in a day and then they all fall down.
You know when you walk outside, it's like that fall smell. It's not quite like fall. It smells like dirt and dead leaves. It smells like a pile of leaves when you walk outside. It's like strong. We should go outside.
It's nice.
I know. We should. I'm really like right now. I'm missing being outside and podcasting.
We should do it if next weekend.
Jamie's son just yelled up the stairs.
No, I think it was Anna.
Or somebody just yelled up the stairs. Are you done yet? We've been podcasting for 4 minutes.
Calling her. That's so funny. Are you done yet?
Are you done yet? She's sitting downstairs while the boys play video games. So
Poor
she
girl.
is super bored.
What? It's 59.
59 degrees.
Next
it's beautiful out.
It's gonna be 49. We could try and do it outside. We might have to wear some coats and hats and scarves and
sweaters. Well, so yeah. Other than that, our weeks we dyed some new colors this week, both of us. Yep. So that's what we were up to. I don't really have a lot of like stories. There's like nothing.
Went to a Halloween party at Shanna's fiance's mother's house, and her house made me sick.
Yeah, but because she has dogs, because allergies, that really sounded terrible.
I don't know.
Her house made me sick.
And I've been there multiple times. It's not like
Jaymie had like a super allergy attack. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because she had dogs the last time I went there.
Yeah,
it was
good. We We stayed
Whatever the hell that dog
late.
was.
She made so much food, so we ate and they drank, and I judged everybody because I didn't drink, so I got to be judgmental, and it was fun.
I only had one.
But Jaymie doesn't ever drink.
No,
It's like ever, so that was funny. So yeah, we did that. Netflix, The Fall, came back. The show. There's a show, The Fall, with Gillian Anderson, Scully. Yeah, it's a new show, and it's like a criminal drama, like kind of sexy. Like, it's really good show. So I rewatched all the old episodes and then watched the new ones.
How many seasons were there?
There's three seasons, but each season only has like 5 or 6 episodes. Oh. So they're really, really short. You can breeze through it in like 2 days. But I was really excited about that, so I did like plow through that this week. And I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but like I was really, the ending was like, okay. It was okay.
Is that okay?
It was okay. But, so I did that.
Well, TV-wise, we're almost done with Friends.
I know, James said she's got like 5 more episodes left.
We're up to the
and then life is over.
Yeah. Poor Friends.
Poor Friends.
I'll miss them. Like it didn't end years ago.
I know. But you could just start them over again. That's what's great about Friends.
Yeah. So almost done with that. We've been watching
some other show. Jeopardy?
No.
Well, that's what that sounded like.
Alien, Scully, Mulder. Come on, quick. X-Files. There we go. Jeopardy. That's
Isn't that what she did?
No, it's not what I did. I can't sing.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's what I did.
I was thinking about starting that again, too.
We're only still on the first season.
I was like, Jamie's watching it. I could probably catch up to you in like a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching that one with Ron, not by myself
Yeah.
while I'm knitting.
Yeah.
So he's got so much homework and stuff. We watch it maybe like one night out of the week.
Yeah.
So it's slow going.
But that's, I mean, you know,
yeah.
that's what our weeks were like. We sound like such slackers. We're like, we watch TV.
Oh, I have a new show I've been watching. I've been watching Eyewitness.
Eyewitness?
Eyewitness. It's a new show on the USA Network.
You like it?
I like it.
Okay.
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
We need some new shows, people. Like, where's all the Netflix? How come all the Netflix shows come out at the same time? It's like, what do we do for the rest of the year? Let's go.
Well, I've got a list. See, after Friends, I'm gonna do Supernatural. You start from don't make faces at me. My dad used to watch it every once in a while, and I used to watch it with him.
Your dad?
My dad. My dad used
for
to
all
watch
the hot guys.
Wait, my dad used to watch The Vampire Diaries. I made fun of him so bad when I found. I was like, "Are you serious,
Laura? Are you watching this? Why do you let these things happen?"
My dad's probably listening too. Yeah, The Vampire Diaries.
Phil?
It's terrible.
No. Judging you. It's bad. Anyway, let's talk about, like, this podcast is about yarn, knitting.
Yarn.
Yeah. Don't you guys don't want to hear about the shows we're watching right now?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you do. But I'm just saying, not for 20 minutes.
I have books I've been reading, but I'll save that to the end, so if they want yarn,
Okay.
we'll give them yarn. We'll give them other books.
Good, I do want to talk about that. Because, okay.
Did you see that?
It's not yet, but we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
So, last episode, we had somebody comment saying that they were really interested in the shawl that's been hanging behind us for the last 3 episodes. And she said, "Oh, I must have missed the episode where you talked about that." And I was like, "Did you ever talk about that?" I don't think we ever talked about it. We just hung it up. So thank you for saying that. I would love to talk about this. This is old, so it's, it's whatever, and it's big. This is Ishbel by Ysolda Teague. It was like the first shawl pattern I ever did. It's the second shawl that I made from that pattern, but it was the first shawl pattern I ever did. This is like the best first shawl you will ever make. If you are new to shawls, if you're interested in making them, you're not sure, you don't want anything so complicated, but you don't want something so simple that it looks like poops. Ishbel is the shawl to make. It's a really good one. It comes in 2 sizes. I did make the smaller size, and I had all intentions of bringing that today, and I completely forgot it. I made the smaller size first. This is the larger size. And the yarn is Patons Croy. Easy. I got it at the craft store. I can't remember what color it is, though. Orange. It was like an orange. Yeah, it was like an orange gradient mix. It's not the softest, but I had like 3 balls of it, so I think I just was like, I want to make, for fall, blah, blah, blah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not great. It's 75% wool, 25% nylon, but the wool is non-specific. So it's not merino, it's not BFL, it's not anything, it's wool. Patons just they call things, like they have other wool that they call it pure new wool. It doesn't really mean anything. It just means like, it could be from anywhere. But it blocked. So, and it's, of course you can see that it's like lost some of its blocking, so it needs to be reblocked. But what happens here is, because it's a gradient change, it changes in the beginning. It starts here and you work your way down this way. So when you're doing shorter rows, right, it does tend to gradient change. And then all of a sudden it hits a point where the gradient change becomes a stripe, because you just have that size row where it just allows for striping. So it starts to stripe. Then it starts to gradient change again, and then it's hard to tell, but towards the bottom, it starts to stripe again, but you can't really see it because of the lace. So if you're ever interested in doing, the Patons Croy is really good for that, and it's very interesting. It does look like I did it on purpose, but I didn't. I didn't do it on purpose. Check out that shawl pattern. I think it's a paid for, but it's great. If you've never done a shawl before, that's the one to do for the first time. So I forget who asked us that question. Thank you for asking that question. That really counts as an FO. That's like a 2009 FO. Did you have FOs this week?
No.
No?
Nope.
You didn't even bring an old one? Can you talk about an old FO? There's got to be something hanging out around here. We didn't have any FOs last week. You can't have 2 weeks of no FOs.
Do I have an old FO?
That's not going to happen. Ugh.
I don't know if I have an old FO.
I have 2 more
around
FOs.
our little space.
No, you guys want to see us looking around, right? This is it. This is our podcast.
You know what? Next podcast I'll bring in an old one.
Right.
I think I have one I can...
2 old ones that I brought in, and then of course I'm talking about that one, so really I have 3. But I did want to talk about a sweater, because I made a sweater a while ago, or I started a sweater a while ago, and I finished it last week. It was like 3 years worth of like me trying to get this thing done, and I will tell you why. So, also I didn't weave in this end, and that looks terrible, but that's okay. That's fine. I started like 3 years ago, the Grande Favorito by Isabell Kraemer. And I was really, really into it. Like, I was like, and it's soft and squishy. I gotta tell you, what's in here, it's so good.
Oh.
It fits pretty good. I did finish the whole thing, and then I left the collar, because I didn't want it to like close up anymore. I wanted like a nice boat neck collar. So you're supposed to pick up along the collar and do a 2x2 rib, which is mirrors the bottom and the sleeves there. But I didn't want it to tighten up any more than it already was. So I left it alone for a while, and I was like, I don't know if I should just like crochet like an edging on it, or I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I had seen some inspiration on Pinterest. And it wasn't a hand-knit sweater, but it had like a chain like sewn into the collar. And I was like, oh, I could totally do that. So I picked up some really lightweight gold sort of chain from the craft store, and I like whip stitched it in. I did try it on. It's not bad, right? It looks handmade, but I should go try it on and come back.
Go ahead, go put it on.
I'm gonna go put it on. Yeah. So I'll be right back.
Should be right back.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, I'm standing up. That when I come down, you can see how the whole thing looks. So you could see the design of the sweater is that the back is a little bit longer. She uses short rows to accomplish that than the front. I don't think that I did as many short rows as she wanted me to. And quite honestly, when I pull it up like this and I let it kind of free fall, I like it. It looks better that way to me. So, yeah, it's super duper fuzzy. I knit a really long sleeve so I can, you know, fold them back. But yeah, it looks like this along the shoulder edge. Excuse my bra. And also this little piece that needs to be woven in too, Jesus. But you could see that it's not like a straight, like I whip stitched it like kind of like, you know, fast. I did it kind of fast. So it doesn't lay the way you like would really want it to. But it fits and it looks good. I did a garter stitch edge on the front. Or garter stitch stitch on the front. I did garter stitch on the front, and the rest of it is all stockinette. I think that was like one of the only mods that I made to the actual pattern itself. But all the increases.
Oh, wait, is it supposed to be all stockinette?
It's supposed to be all stockinette. Thank
because
you.
she does have a pattern like this, and I've actually got yarn sitting there.
Dalen, I'm gonna do it. That's why I ordered extra yarn to dye for myself. I can't. I have problems. This is so warm. So. The yarn that I used for it, she had called, I don't even know what she called for. I knit this so long ago, I didn't even know how to talk about it. And I'm like terrible with the notes. This is so bad. It's supposed to be bulky, or something. I think I knit it on like 10 and a half, 10s or 10 and a halves. So I didn't have bulky yarn hanging around. What I did have was, I had like fuzzy everything, and I was like, I really just want like a fuzzy, like chunky sweater. So I used Valley Yarn, Huntington. Valley Yarn Huntington, which is a sock weight merino silk yarn. I had a lot of that like lying around in like a light gray color. And that is, Valley Yarns is the yarn.com yarn brand, like their spun brand. So I used that. And I also had some the Drops yarn. I wrote it down. It was the Drops Brushed Alpaca Silk. I don't know if they still have that.
I don't know either.
It's super fuzzy. It's really, really comfy. And it's in a beige color. So together, they just made like, bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. They made like this like grayish beige. It looks like the rug. Like it looks like
the rug.
It looks like my rug at home. It's the same exact color as my rug at home. So when I was blocking it, I was like, this looks so weird on the floor. Like it's just like wearing my rug.
I like it though. It's nice.
Thanks.
It came out good.
The other, I mean, if my bra wasn't hanging out so much, it would look kind of cool. But I figured I could like it would be off the shoulder. I could be off the shoulder if I wanted it to be, and it would look kind of like interesting with the chain. The chain that I used isn't like a heavy metal though. I think it's like a plastic actually. It's like a lightweight. It's like a lightweight.
Oh yeah, I think
plated
plastic.
Like plastic chain. I got it at the craft store. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I wish that you guys could put your hands through the computer and squeeze me, because this is like squishy together.
It is. It's very soft.
Super squishy. I might leave this on. Why didn't I just wear this to begin with? Whatever. Yeah. That's my FO. Yay. My big FO, right? Yay! Yeah. This is like, again, this is like another, I think that's going to be my theme today. This is another really great first sweater pattern. Like if you've never knit a sweater before and you want to do something that's quick, that semi-instant gratifying, you need to make this sweater. It fits everybody. It's super flattering and it's quick. It's not like an infomercial.
It's a commercial.
It's a commercial. Yeah.
I had no FOs.
You have no more FOs. Well, all right. So my next FO is really like a segue into one of my whips.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was thinking last week I said I was going to cast something on, and I did, and it's brioche. So I thought I would bring in something that's brioche, because if I want to talk about brioche, you need to be able to see it clearly, what brioche is supposed to look like if you don't know. So last week I mentioned that Lavanya Petrosella was designing a new pattern for like thigh-high socks, And I was like, I really, really want to do them, blah, blah, blah. I had like some yarn that I bought at Rhinebeck and some scraps that I had that I was going to do brioche, all this stuff. Come to find out that they were like socks, like toe-up socks. And I can't do toe-up socks. I don't want socks. I just want like leg warmers, sort of.
Leg warmers.
I want something that sticks out of my boot. That's all that I had like enough yarn for anyway. So I decided I was going to do my own brioche type thing. So I want to talk a little bit about brioche. Have you ever done brioche?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Really? You need to get on the...
Never done any brioche.
You need to get on the brioche train. Brioche is a different kind of stitch. What happens is you use, like I do 2-color brioche. You could do 1-color brioche. But it's like a double knit fabric. So it's extra squishy, extra stretchy, and it eats up a lot of yarn. And you knit a little differently. It's not just knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. You're knitting one stitch, and then you have your next stitch is a purl, but there's an extra stitch there, and you have to use that extra stitch. It's like double knit fabric. It's just double knit fabric. You have an extra stitch that you're playing around with the whole time that you're knitting. So the other thing with brioche is that every 2 rows is 1 row. So every project takes like twice as long, but it's all reversible. So it takes twice as long, but you're really getting 2 projects out of it. If you are interested in doing brioche, you should try like some simple brioche stitches, but for a first project, the Pop Fizzle hat by Lesley Robinson, who is also known as Knit Graffiti, is one of the best first brioche patterns you could ask for. It's easy. You get 2 hats out of this. It takes a while, but you get 2 hats out of it. But the reason I brought this one was because it really shows off how brioche is supposed to come out, because the colors are so different from one another. So you can see at the bottom that it's just a simple ribbing. This is 2-color brioche. My color A is this purple color here, and my color B is this green. When I pull the fabric apart, you can see that it's 2 colors. It's pretty clear. But when I open it, the opposite color is your color A. So you're getting 2 hats, right? I can flip this inside out and wear it this way.
Is it a pain to weave in the ends then?
No, because you're not really weaving in that many ends.
No.
No. You're working them at the same time. So I would work 1 row with this purple color, right? And then I would drop that, and then I would work the next row with this green color. And it's 1 row. Then you would go back and do the same thing. But it is supposed to look like that. You know? It's extra special squishy. And you can do a lot, like you can do a lot of really cool designs with it. And there's some great patterns out there.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot with brioche lately.
Yeah. Well, brioche is like in, and that's the thing, like it's in, like it was, and when we first started podcasting at the beginning of summer, it was like in, brioche was like the thing, and then it kind of calmed down a little, and now it's getting cold out, and it's such a squishy, thick fabric that I think people are like starting to pick it up again. But you do it, and you get hooked. You know, brioche is one of those things where like you're doing, it's interesting, it's different, it's not your everyday knitting.
Yeah.
You know, it's different, it's new, you feel like you're really accomplishing something, and you get the bug for a little while. Yeah. So my idea was to start from top down, like a knee-high leg warmer sock, you know, like a leg warmer without the sock, right? So I was like, oh, I'm going to do a brioche. And that's what I did. That's what I did. I didn't write down the pattern that I'm using, though, that I'm kind of like taking it from. I'll put it in the show notes. Our show notes, as always, are underneath the video here, and also in our Ravelry group, which we neglect to talk about every single week.
We do have a Ravelry group, Strings and More. Go find us, join it. It's got good things.
And show notes, and discussions, and alongs, Cal stuff, so you need to go there. This is the top of my brioche sock. It's going to go like this.
Oh, the undertone is striping.
The undertone is striping. the second my color B is striping, yes. So, I decided last week I was like, I'm just going to figure it out. I'm just, whatever. But I'm not really a sock knitter. I'm not familiar with brioche and, like, how to gauge it. Like, how to say, like, okay, my thigh is a certain amount of inches, and this is how many I need for brioche. I have no idea. So I looked up some free patterns for knee-high socks that I can probably just use as, like, a guide. And I did get it's a Patons pattern that I'm using. If you go into Ravelry and you type in knee-high socks and then filter it, you can filter in Ravelry through fingering weight and free patterns. It's the first one that comes up. I can't remember what it's called. I'm sorry. But they have you cast on 64 stitches, which I did.
That is a long cable.
Right, I know. I'm going to talk about these. They have you cast on 64 stitches, and I did that with long tail cast on. And then I went into the brioche as per the Pearl Soho website. They have a tutorial on how to knit in the round 2-color brioche, so I used that. But I just, like I said, 64 stitches, and then I'm just doing brioche until I run out of yarn. Then I'm just going to knit straight with some decreases. Like I said, using that Patons sock pattern.
You split that in two, right?
I split it in two.
I was going to say, Shannon, you don't want to run out, though.
No. I did. I split everything I had into two. That way I can just knit until I run out and not worry about it. But you can see that color A is my lighter color, how that's coming out in brioche. On the inside, it doesn't look terribly different on the inside because it's just that my color B has some lighter colors in it. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm really hoping that these fit well and that I can wear them. And if I have to, I feel like I'm going to have to put in some elastic. You know, I'm always putting in elastic to tighten things up. I think I might have to do that. But that's okay. I don't care. I'm really excited about this. This is my IntotheWhirled yarn. Reynardine is the color.
Oh, that's how it cakes up.
That's how it cakes up. Yeah, and then this is my toasted colorway. That I had some left over. Yeah, the Reynardine and toasted. Isn't that cool? So the Reynardine, cool. The Reynardine has, this is a BFL nylon mix, which is my first BFL, and I think I might be falling in love with the BFL.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a little scratchier than merino, but I really like it. There's like a stiffness to it that I can totally get on board with for like socks and stuff like that, or like mittens. Mm-hmm. So this had 460 yards. I think I only said 400 last week. This had 460 yards, so I split this, and I don't know how many yards. It was 33 grams in my leftover yarn, and I split that in half, so like 16 or 17 grams. So that's what I'm working with. And I'm just going to work until it's gone. How else are you supposed to do it? I really love the way this is coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out cool.
Yeah. And I think that the Reynardine, when I stop the brioche, I'm just going to work with the Reynardine. I think that's going to spiral as I work with it, the colors. So that'll be really, really exciting to see what happens. I'm using, as always, my Teague lace interchangeable needles.
And super long cable.
They're 50 inches. I had to buy them separate. I had to buy that separate, 50 inches. And these are size 3, US size 3 needles.
They're so
flexible.
Yeah,
like
flexible,
they're really got like a nice drape to them. I love these needles. I don't find them stiff at all. I find them very speedy. I do find that they untwist easily. So, I mean, they give you those little, like, levers. Yeah. I call them, like, they're little levers to tighten. But you have to do that with, like, every project. And especially with Magic Loop, because you're pulling, and then you're, like, as you're pulling the needle this way, it twists. Yeah. So it starts to come undone. So, other than that, I choose these needles over all of my other ones whenever I have a project, I have
to buy some sock size needles, and I don't know, I've been thinking of the Addies, and then, how do you say Chagao?
I've said them like 3 different ways, and nobody has corrected me.
They know what I'm talking about.
Chagus.
Chagus, Chagaos.
I used to call them Chagao.
Chagus, whatever they're called. between
You guys
that,
know what
there's
they
the
are.
Addies.
Yeah.
And
Hiya
there's
Hiya's.
Hiya Hiya.
So I asked for Hiya Hiya sharps for Christmas, and I think Seth is gonna like blow a gasket. He's like, I just got you that whole needle set, and they're expensive. When you have no money, they're expensive.
Looking at the needle sets, and then the sets don't go low enough. Like they don't have
No.
the ones in the 2s and whatever.
The Chiagu goes down to size 2.
Not in the sets anyway.
But not in the set. Yeah, in the sets, they go down to
Chiagu's
size 2. I think I have the boy no, you know what? They're Stitch Studio interchangeable needle set. I got them at AC Moore. And I think they go down to a size 3.
Yeah.
So when you need 2s, it's like,
oh, I've got my.
you know.
Hi. I've got my boy one.
Ready for your close-up.
My
They're just
close-up.
like that. I have one
What are these guys?
set of boys.
Whoa, they fell out. 2.
They go to 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2s.
But like with the interchangeable sets, for the most part, you get at least 3 length cables to interchange with your needles. So I think like in a lot of the sets they go up to like 36 inches, which is good for Magic Loop, but they only give you one. They only give you one thing.
Oh.
And that's it. So, like, you get one size 36, and if you're using it on a large project, or if you're using it for a sweater or something, you're out that size. It's a huge pain. So the Chiagu, you can go on Amazon and get, like, the...
just the cables.
Just the cables in different sizes, and I went and bought a 50, because I was like, I'm going to use it. All I ever do is Magic Loop when I knit in the round, so I was like, I'm definitely going to use a 50. And I think I bought... 37 or I bought another size that was weird. So I was like, whatever, I'm going to use them.
Yeah.
They were like super reasonable and you need them. You need them. So that's brioche. I didn't really do a good job explaining it.
I think you did.
This is always what happens. And I like, I'm going to talk about blah, blah, blah. And like, I know what I'm talking about. And then I go to talk about it and I'm like, it just comes out all messed up.
No, I think you did a good job talking
Double
about
the work, but you're getting 2 projects, really, out of everything. You need to check out some brioche stuff. I got the bug again. I'm sitting there knitting the knee-highs or whatever, and I'm like, what else can I do in brioche? Maybe I want a cowl. Maybe I want this. Maybe I want this.
Someone knit a sweater. Isn't there a brioche sweater?
Yes, and they're beautiful, but they're thick.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, you've got to be able to wear, like, the chunky stuff.
Here.
Yeah, I mean, I would... Lavanya Patricella has a brioche poncho that she designed that is beautiful, and I'm like, maybe I want to do that. I don't know. But you can also do it in one color. You can do one color brioche, and it's just like a fancy, extra squishy ribbing, basically. Get on the brioche bandwagon.
Yeah,
you're gonna catch the bug.
Maybe.
Everybody catches the bug.
I've been liking everyone's what is that? The exploration station.
That is one brioche section.
Yeah, I've been liking that, which has one. It would be a little introduction into brioche.
Introduction, yep.
So we'll see.
Or like a cowl. Like I said, Pearl Soho. The tutorial is the cowl. It's just like a 2-color brioche cowl. So you can make that project if you're new, and it's free.
Perhaps.
I don't want to talk anymore. You need to talk about something. I've been talking.
Alright, so we're into whips now, though.
Oh my
then,
god.
Right? Because I have lots of whips. Because I'm going to work on things this week that I haven't worked on for a bit. So I'm going to mention them all again. Cause you might have forgotten about them. I counted this morning. I think I have 8 whips.
8 whips.
8.
That she can talk about. I mean, I have a lot of whips, but
I'm not going to talk about all of them
them
because some of them I'm still not touching. Like, I was working, I have, like, about this much of the Lestrange cardigan.
Oh, yeah, remember that?
The lace cardigan that I talked about in the beginning of
the
our
first
podcast.
episode.
That's still sitting around somewhere. I don't know where. It's over here somewhere. Yeah.
That was part of the towel,
I'll
too.
work on that. Yeah. That's
It's not going to happen.
Nope.
No.
Well, that already didn't happen.
That ship has sailed.
Months ago. I will work on it again because I do love that. I just have to.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Oh, well, shall we talk about our sweater along?
Yeah.
Talk about our sweater
Yes.
along.
Oh, my God.
We have a sweater along. So
Fans and loyal followers of our wonderful podcast, you all know that we have a sweater along going on right now. Strings and more.
Until December 15th.
Until December 15th. Please go to our Ravelry group and look up our Sweater Along guidelines and rules for participation. I said I was going to set up an FO thread and I forgot to do that.
Yeah,
so
I was looking at that the other night as I wrote down the show notes for the last 2 episodes.
What is wrong with us? I think somebody finished something, so I was like, I have to put in the FO thread.
Yeah.
I want to quickly say also, if you are part of our Sweater Along and you're posting photos on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, please hashtag them with SM Sweater Along so that we can see them, because I'm looking for some and I really want to see some. I'm not coming up with very much. So please make sure that you're tagging that.
Yes, we love looking at everyone's
We do.
projects. We do. All right. So, I've worked on our Sweater Along sweater, and I'm doing Ready for Fall by Isabell Kraemer. And I got the sleeves.
You
on.
separated the sleeves.
I separated the
Nice.
sleeves. I did not, however, put on a bigger cable so that I could stretch it out, but it's really just, it's gray right now. It's not much to see. It's gray stuck in it. She has you.
I like that she has you knit the rib first. Like this first. Yeah, I like that.
She do that, and then like instead of doing the
raglan
increases, thank you, you increase all the way around.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes it, it'll look different once it's blocked.
Right when it's blocked, that
really
goes away, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can see how many
really
increases.
Tell, and you can see, like,
it's
where they are.
Yeah. See, and I'm always like, oh, when Jaymie knits, she has such great gauge, and blah, 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 this and that.
It's
and
this is,
well, it looks wrinkly because she's increasing, but now you know how people feel when they're like, oh, I ain't gotta block stuff.
I block things sometimes.
But yeah, that's a lot of increases. So I guess it looks like 1.5 inches, and then you do like a ton of increases. Yeah. What is that called? The yoke increasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the yoke increases.
Yokes. And they're short rows so that the back you see it's higher than the front.
She's such a great designer.
Does short rows throughout it, and
she's pretty flawless with her designs and short rows.
Oh, there we go. That's where I was.
Yeah, this way. So last week, that's where Jaymie left off, and she has separated the sleeves since then.
I did a few inches.
And you're, okay, so how much longer until you get to the dreaded color work?
I have to do 11 inches from the underarm, so I've got 2, so...
Sounds like 9 more inches.
9 more inches, and then I do color work.
And what did you mention the yarn that you were using for this?
No, I did not. I'm using Rowan Pure Wool DK. This is their shell.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's a little scratchy, but it's a sweater.
It's
I'll probably be wearing a shirt underneath it anyway.
Yeah.
So shale, this is my main color, and then where did I put the shamrock?
We're all over the place. With
there we go.
Stuff, you guys.
Everything's
it's gonna look really good.
This is when I'm doing the color work in on the bottom.
That's gonna look good.
So,
yeah,
I'm getting close.
December 15th.
Probably next podcast I might be down to where I probably won't do the color work yet, but I'll probably
you have to do it. You have to do it so that you can talk about whether or not you think it's gonna like. This is stranded colorwork. This is Jaymie's first stranded colorwork project, so she's nervous, and I think she's gonna be fine, but she's nervous.
I guess nervous.
I pull everything way too tight, so I would be like, I would be dreading it like crazy. So for the Sweater Along for me, I'm working on, or I'm continuing to work on, the Stonewall pullover by Alicia Plummer. And
you made it.
I did more work this week than I did last week. But it's a bottom up, so I feel like it looks the same, just a little bit longer. I don't like bottom up sweaters. I don't like I feel like you don't feel like you're hitting any major points in the sweater. Like, just looks like this. And I'm making mine shorter. So it's like, this is where I was last week. I've done maybe like 6 inches since last week. And I did talk about it last week. I will put it up on the screen. My modifications are basically somebody else's modifications. I'm following them just the way they are. I have a twisted rib here at the bottom, and then a lot less increases and decreases for the body. And it's a lot shorter.
I like it. It's simple, but
it's simple.
It's enough to make it interesting.
Enough to make it interesting, right?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I'm missing cables. like so badly. Because I'm also working on another sweater or shirt that is straight knit, and I'm like really missing cables. I think that's why I'm enjoying the brioche right now so much.
It's a little
because it's a little different. Yeah, yeah. I bet you that's why I'm like allowing myself to catch the brioche bug, you know. But yeah, this is just super simple stocking knit with some pearl stitches. It just makes like a little simple texture. This is Berroco Vintage in the Wisteria colorway. Which,
my mom's
again,
got this at home too, and I like it.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not my number one choice yarn. My plan with this sweater was to wear the crap out of it and throw it in the washing machine and not really have to stress about the care. Mm-hmm. So it serves that purpose really, really well. So that's what I'm using. Don't forget about my little pitter-patter polymer Four Fox.
He's so cute, that little guy.
With. Yeah. I'm going to do 16 inches. This sweater is also designed to be like a tunic, so it's designed to go like a little past the tush area. And I'm not interested in that. I just want like a shirt. So I'm going to do 16 inches to the underarm, and then I'll divide for the sleeves. Or, you can't divide for the sleeves when you're doing it like this. I'll start with the sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, SM sweater along, you guys. Hashtag that.
Join it.
We want to see. Join it.
We has prizes.
We do has prizes. December 15th, and you'll get those prizes just in time for it to feel like a Christmas present. That was my other whip.
Shall I talk about the
Yes,
others?
I think you need to talk about two whips. I'm back from the potty.
Did the potty?
I know. I'm like, wait, I have like 2 cups of coffee.
I had to go blow my nose. You had to go put on a shirt, and you have to go to the bathroom. I'll be next.
We're like super needy today.
We are
and
needy.
like not energy. Like we don't have high energy. Energy.
Well, I think we're doing okay.
You think? I'm like,
you know, it's because we used to podcast in the morning. Now we've been podcasting since we're inside.
It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, what the hell are we doing?
We're
Your husband is like, what are we having for dinner? Before we even podcast, they're like, we need to plan dinner. I'm like, we need to get on the ball. I don't even come over until the afternoon now. Yeah. I'm like, I think 12.
You guys used to come over at like 10.
Yes.
And we used to podcast. Like, we'd get outside
right away.
Podcast. I think that's what it was. You were like hyped up on coffee, and I was like, it's morning.
It's morning. It was summer. We were like, we're going outside. Yeah. Like, you know, like it's beautiful out. Blah, blah, blah. There was like a different kind of motivation. Now we're like we're in it now. You know, we know what we're going to talk about. You know, we're not now. It's sweater season, so we don't have FOs all over the place like we used to.
We're working on sweaters, which will take a little while.
Yeah, it's afternoon and like. I want to sleep late on Saturdays. I think that's, like, I used to be like, yeah, we're going to get there, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm like, I want to sleep late on Saturdays. You know? And I don't want to, like...
get to sleep late.
Jaymie never gets to sleep late. I know. I say that,
I'm an early riser anyway. It doesn't matter. I probably wouldn't sleep late anyway.
I could sleep late. 2 weeks ago, Seth woke me up. Seth goes to the gym very early in the morning. Like a psycho. Like, I know, like a psycho. He goes to better himself? Why? He wants to go to the gym early in the morning, and he came home late. I don't know what happened. I guess it had been a late night the night before. I must have either slept through the alarm or hit snooze or whatever it was. I just remember he was this, and it was dark, the dog and the cat were in bed with me. And I'm like, hey, and he's like, yeah, it's like 10 o'clock. I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, did you get up today? I was like, I didn't. I didn't. I slept till 10. It was the best. I think my exact words to him were, I don't care. I was like, I don't care. It's like, okay, well, I brought you home coffee, and I was like, all right, I care about that, but like I think I slept for like another 20 minutes, and I was like, I should get up. This is disgusting. You know, you feel disgusting. I was like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? He's gonna leave me.
I'm sleeping until 10.
He's gonna leave me. Yeah, you know, I woke up and he was playing video games. Saturday, baby. So it's like been like that progressively. I think next week we should like
do it early.
Should do it early.
Get the energy back.
I think we've said that on here.
Yeah, probably.
We're gonna start doing it early again.
Well, we always make promises like that and never keep
We
them.
are full oh crap. Like
Boo.
we
Hockey.
talked such stuff. Like
yeah.
That's okay. You
We'll
guys
try.
We're gonna try. We're so gonna try.
We're gonna try.
I think we need to make like one good promise a week. This week. And you know what? I have a promise that is attached to my other whip, so I'll talk about that. You talk about that. What is that?
This is the Featherweight cardigan.
Jaymie!
I've got a little bit done.
I want to start a featherweight.
So I'm striping.
What's wrong with me?
Oops, it's curling.
That's really nice. This is the one we were talking about out of the shadow.
This is
no, that's
the gloss.
That's the Knitpicks Gloss.
I actually have one that I didn't skein yet.
So the Featherweight cardigan is by Hannah Fettig.
There we go, Knitpicks Gloss lace.
She is Knitbot. If you guys don't know that, then like you're under a rock.
Yeah, everyone has made. I feel like
everybody's
I haven't
doing
yet.
the
This is my first
featherweight.
featherweight. My first featherweight. I'm doing it out of 3 colors. So
I'm so excited. This is so nice.
This one is
Feels
Robot.
good.
This is Robot. And then the darker gray coming off. This is Hawk, I believe. I wrote it down. Let me see. Hawk. I said Hawk.
This is Hawk.
And then Jade. And Shanna was making fun of me last week and the week before because
Yeah,
it matches the colors of my
The Ready for Fall sweater is the
sweater
same
along,
freaking
yeah.
colors.
Yep.
But that's
I think,
okay.
Like these two it is.
Yeah,
Like the
and
light
then
gray and
you said I'm not allowed to yell at you because I'm having a color obsession.
purple, everything purple gray.
Everything purple gray.
Purple gray.
The new colors that I'm adding to the shop this week
are purple gray. So I'm striping them, and I tried to bring it up the side so I wouldn't have 10 million ends, but because it's 3, it was too long. It was like I couldn't.
You're not, but you have to.
I tried. So these ones are, like, I felt like, look, it was like this, it would be like this long.
It's not going to be that long because you're going to travel up the whole time.
What? I don't know how to do that.
Okay. I don't know how to explain it so that, like, it's going to be hard for me to explain.
So, like, when you can see, I have lots of little ends right now.
Yeah, you do. And that's going to be such a pain. It's so much more worth it to carry the yarn up, even if it's a lot.
I don't know how to carry the yarn.
First of all, so with the Featherweight cardigan, I think at this point, you're going to have to pick up along the sides and the top, which is where you would carry the yarn anyway. This looks so good. I want to do this. Shit. But yeah, oh God, okay, it's going to be hard for me to explain it. So please bear with me. I don't know if I'm going to explain it very well. So every time you do a new row from that side, you take all your yarn and you twist it. I'm going to show you what I did.
Are there videos?
There are videos. I'm going to show you how I'm doing it on my new sweater.
Because I don't know how to do any of that. This is really even my first striped project.
Yeah. It's going to be hard for me to explain it with this too because I'm using the same colors, but I'm alternating skeins. I have them in this bag right next to each other. Okay? Every time I have to twist the yarn into itself, which is basically how you carry it up, I just take the bag and I do this with it. And then I pick up the next skein and it carries it for me.
Okay.
I twist the whole bag instead of like trying to play with
you know, I think when I was switching colors for some of my sweaters, I think I was doing what you were saying because I did something where it like hugged each other.
Yes.
But I don't know.
You twist everything
how to do it when I'm not switching it.
You just twist them. You just twist them.
You're gonna have to show me later.
I'm gonna have to show her. I'm not explaining it right, so please don't listen to me.
So I'm on a gray and green
but
kick.
But also, another suggestion or another good idea when you're carrying that much yarn up, and you know that you're going to use one of the sides to pick up and do a rib, knit like 3 or 4 stitches in and then carry the yarn up.
Why?
Because when you're twisting all of this at the end, when you go to pick up these stitches, You're not twisting them. You are not twisting them right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to carry the yarn up all the way at the end, when you go to pick up those stitches, it's going to be a huge pain in the butt to find them because all that yarn is going to be behind it.
Yeah.
So it's going to mask the stitches a little bit. So you can come in one or two, like for this I would come in one or two stitches and then carry the yarn. I did that on this sweater and it's working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
I
showed you
that.
that. This isn't so bad. If it had been a whole sweater's worth of this, I would have shot myself.
Well, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have... It's not worth it. Just carry it. Just carry it.
I'll watch videos. You can tell me how to...
I'll show you on this a little bit later. I'll show you on mine because I'm also doing it.
So
that, I'm like so jelly right now.
All right, and also then with the Featherweight cardigan, there are two ways to finish it. I could just knit my button bands and the collar, just straighten it, and then let it curl. Or they have the knit one purl one, and I don't know which I want to do. I have no idea what I want to do to it. I don't know if I want to do the ribbed collars or if I want to just do the knit collar and let it curl in.
Block it before you do it then. Block it. Try it on. And then see from there.
Well, it's more of like an aesthetic look.
Well,
for me,
it is, but you're going to have to put it on, because if you like the way it drapes, you might not want that big fat curled edge.
This is true, I suppose.
Anybody do the Featherweight cardigan and have a preference? Because, like, they both look good. I don't remember.
And any reasons other than just, like the way it looks?
Yeah. I had done the Featherweight cardigan, like, years ago. Like, years and years and years ago.
What did you do? Do you remember?
I did, I used Madeline Tosh. I think it was sock. But really, her sock is like a light fingering. It was like the 2-ply, whatever one was a 2-ply. I did the curled edge.
The curled edge.
I did the curled edge. And I remember when, at the bottom, it, like, curled a lot. And I was like, oh, I like it, but I couldn't grab it and do this if I wanted to, because it was so curled. I don't know that I would do a curled edge again. I want to do another Featherweight.
City Stitcher bag. I just had to say that. I'm using this again. I dumped my lunch project out of it.
I want to do another Featherweight, like, bad. Or the Madewell. I don't know.
Do them both.
Why not both? For the sweater along, this is not for the sweater along.
Yeah, that wasn't for the sweater along.
In addition to our sweaters for the sweater along, we would just love to add extra stress. Because, like, we're so bored. I am working on the Rachel pullover by Josie Paquin. And that is a fingering weight, like positive ease type O sweater. And as I was knitting it, I was like, I should totally promise myself that I'm going to weave in ends as I go. Because I really hate this. Like, this upsets me. I don't want to deal with it. And I'm not going to want to deal with it later. But yeah, I'm working with Lambstrings yarn, my yarn, in the Tralala sock base, which is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. It's super soft. And I'm working in the Flint colorway, which is brand new. And I'm alternating skeins because I have issues. And I'm a goody-goody, so I alternate skeins. So it's like a nice cool gray tonal with a little bit of like a light chestnut brown and like ever so little speckles. My stomach's growling. Did you hear it?
Yep.
Yeah. I did finally get to finish this, the armholes.
It was looking quite odd last week.
It was looking a little freeform last week, so it does look like this. I'm a little nervous. I'm like, I've never done a sweater in this construction before. I said that last week. Where you cast on the back first, you do the back, and then you cast on separate the two fronts, and then they meet in the middle, and then you finally, at some point, put it all together and knit in the round for the body. These armholes look tiny to me. They want you to knit like 5.5 inches on both sides, which feel tiny to me. And it's my size. It's my size. You know, I mean, it's...
Well, you have little arms.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if it's because the armhole really starts out here, and not up
Yeah.
at the armpit. It starts out here, so you can get away with it. 5.5 inches on both sides will give you 11-inch armhole.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's weird. I've never done a sweater in this construction before. I feel like so new, like born yesterday. So I'm like, is it gonna work out? It has to work out. But is it gonna work out?
It has to work out.
Is there
Not
like
necessarily.
could it? I know. Could it not work out? Like, so we'll see. It looks like a sweater right now. I'm gonna block the crapola out of it because I feel like this is just fitting me. But if I block it, the drape will be nice.
I don't know. That's really little.
Right? Well, no, we're not 5.5 inches, but 5.5.
No, I know 11. You said right.
Oh, 11 inches up here isn't it, to me is
Well,
here.
you have little arms.
Yeah. Like even over the sweater.
Yeah, you'll be
it's
fine.
fine. So, but I'm just like,
I would be fine.
maybe you're gonna work out. Maybe you're really gonna work out. I don't know. Also, it's been a really long time since I've done a sock weight, like full shirt. So I'm like, oh my god, is this gonna take forever? Am I gonna want to do a featherweight? Am I gonna want to do the Madewell?
Yes.
Am I crazy?
Yes. But that's okay.
Yes. The big fat answer to all of that is yes. Right? Oh, I wanted to show you how I was traveling some of the stuff up the edges.
Okay, yeah.
Before. The only time I really needed to do that was here for the armhole. But and it was easier for me to travel like 5 stitches in because it's the same color.
Okay.
But you just constantly, this is my yarn that when I was doing, when I was alternating skeins over here is how I was traveling it up. And you cannot see it from the other side at all. Not at all. But it's clean, and now when I pick up for the sleeves, I'll be able to find those stitches. It just felt like that was gonna it was just gonna mask my ability to be able to do that. Jaymie, like that.
But this isn't 3 colors, and this is only for 2 rows, not...
But you twist them even if you're not changing colors. You use your yarn that you're working with to carry the other 2 up. So you get to the end.
To try it.
And even though you're not switching colors, you're still using that. You twist them the same way you twisted here, and they're gonna travel up with it. You just do it. Jaymie can do it. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just make sure that when you are twisting, you're carrying up your yarn, you're always twisting your yarn the same way. So if you choose to twist your yarn away from you, always twist your yarn away from you. Otherwise, it's going to be a big old effing mess. Which is how I like to do stranded work. Just like a big old mess. I just twist it. That's why my stranded work always looks like, I don't know what the cat did. The cat did it and ran. Doesn't look good. But, yeah. That looked nice and clean, though.
That looked good.
If I do say so myself, that looked nice and clean. Those are all my whips for this week.
Yeah. Well,
like my actual whips.
I haven't sewn together my Lenny cardigan yet.
Did you finish it?
Yeah,
did you finish all the pieces?
I showed it.
Oh, you did? You did show
last one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you had the...
Yeah, the long collar that I have to sew on. So I didn't do
that
that
I thought
this
was
week.
a tie.
Yeah.
Which I thought was so weird. I can't wait to see it all done, though, because...
I can't wait. I have to try and do that this week.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to show you guys saw it. Just letting you know I didn't do it, and that I'm going to do it.
I'm just letting you know that I didn't do that shit. You know.
Oh, I do have this. What you my little greenie square.
Oh! Alright.
I have a crochet whip. That's
Jamie's
going to last for
crocheting
10 years.
I'm so excited that you're doing this, and I totally forgot that you were doing this.
So, out of all of my sock yarn, I've been wanting to make one of those sock yarn blankets. I liked the Hexy Puff one and the one with the squares. You know, I don't know how the hell they knit that. But
whatever they do,
they do. I decided to make a bunch of little granny squares out of
So this is really just like a cozy memories.
Yeah. So, it's going to be a biatch to sew them all together later.
When Jaymie showed me, they are like 2 by 2 inches.
It's how
I mean, you're crazy.
I am crazy. So, I mean, it's going to take me forever to finish them. This is Lolo did it. I don't remember what colorway. Gray. This is Lolo.
Coal miner's daughter.
Coal miner's daughter. How do you remember?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're passionate.
Let's have Shadow name them all. Go!
Yarn. That is, but that's Fiddle Knits.
Fiddle Knits. Yep, diatonic.
Diatonic, but I can't remember what color it is.
I can't remember.
Jaymie, this is the one that Jaymie did her sock head
yeah,
hat.
my sock head hat.
Out of.
So.
The Cozy Memories blanket is nice. It's a scrapbook.
It is.
It's a scrapbook of yarn and projects.
This is Mustard's Last Stand. It's another Lolo did it.
Yeah. And we were talking about how crochet, obviously, we know that when you crochet something, the swatch is completely different from knitting. And how it just pulls so differently.
Yeah, it does. It pulls a lot differently. It was fun crocheting these.
Yeah.
And then I have Shanna's Lambstrings yarn. This is the Raven.
Yeah, the Raven colorway.
So
Which
I have,
is yeah. So
I have like 2 of each of those colors.
I can't wait for her to sew all these together and make a blanket.
Can't wait. It's going to take a long time. Oh my god. So I have those colors, and then
just pick the bag up.
Well, they're not all sock yarn.
The top part is sock yarn.
The top part is sock yarn.
So Jaymie is going to have a blanket.
So I haven't done this color yet.
I'm excited about that one. I
haven't done this color yet, which is another
one of mine. This is going to be
yours. This is Angora Online, and this is Lambstrings.
That's nice.
So I have these that are, I've already done things out of these, and they're just sitting in my bag.
Yes, and I'm going to give you some of my scraps. I mean, obviously that are really, really tiny. The ones that I can't do anything with, I'm going to give you some of those. But you just have to tell me if you're allergic to the dog hair that's on it, because I have dog hair on my things, and Jaymie has issues.
I'm using, what size am I using? A D. USD.
I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I could not do it. I would be
I'm not
killing
sewing
myself.
it together yet. I don't even have a lot of sock yarns yet. I mean, I do have laying around waiting for projects.
Yeah.
So it'll be over a long period of time. It's not going to be done next week.
It needs to be done next week.
And I don't know how much of each color I want to do. Like right now I have 2 of each color. I'll probably do 5, and then the ones I can't do 5 in will be...
Just do them, because what else are you gonna... I mean, you could still use this for
a lot.
something.
This is... I was doing the Aluna shawl.
Yes.
And I ran out of this color, so I only used this, a little bit of it.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of this I'm going to use for something else as well.
Right.
I just don't know what yet. Oh, what? I could stripe these would look good together.
This is why I have so much scrap yarn, and this is why I'm like, what do I do with it? Because you're like, oh, I have this and this. This and this will look amazing.
Except I don't have a lot of this. It's only a little bit.
But I'm like, oh, I can do 3 stripes by 1 stripe. That'll work. Because I pretty much have 3 times as much of this than I do of that. This is why you can't ever get rid of your stuff. But I have to give you stuff because there's no way I'm going to use 10 grams of something. So I don't make socks.
My whole bag of just leftovers. Magic.
Yeah. I'm excited about your Cozy Memories blanket. I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to see how that's going to come out, because I really want to do one, but I'm not going to do one. There's no way.
But I'm not.
Jaymie's going to do it. Okay.
Well, that was it for my whips.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about our shop updates. Okay. So earlier we were saying that we have created new colors this week for some reason. I don't know.
Shanna's colors are nice.
Your colors are nice,
I
too.
want to steal some of them.
I want to make some for myself.
She's going to pack her bags, and things are going to be missing.
Freaking thief. Well, and I ordered extra worsted weight base for myself, because there's 2 sweaters that I want to make that I think I'm just going to be, dyeing myself yarn. What a selfish pig, right? Right.
You selfish pig.
I'm a selfish pig. So, okay, I think, what are we talking about? I'll talk about this. I'm not sure when this update is going to be. Is
that the one you wanted to show, or is it the other one you wanted to show?
I'm going to show them together. Okay. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to have the shop update this week. Please follow me on Instagram, because that's where I will be posting what time these updates are going to be. I wish that I had some information for you, but I don't. I have to photograph things, and it all depends on if it's nice out, because I do everything outside.
You're going to want some of these colors, 'cause I want some of these
I
colors.
want some of these colors. Okay, so first up is like my most favorite thing in the whole world. I'm going to dye myself some of this color.
Oh, it's good. It's coming out nice now. Remember
Is it?
when we were like checking
is.
it out, and it was looking more gray than purple.
Yeah,
But
it's a little grainy. It's like a dark, dark, dark purple, basically, with like red undertone. I'm in love. I put it on some sparkle base because I can't help
Why
it.
not? Everyone needs a little sparkle.
Everyone needs sparkle, people, and the dark colors look amazing on sparkle bases. You can really see stuff. You really see the sparkly. I have it on some single ply, and I also have it on worsted weight, which I think I'm going to make a lot on worsted weight. I don't know what this is called yet. Oh, yes, I do. I named it Voodoo. I lied. I named it Voodoo. So Voodoo is coming to the shop. This is like a semi-solid. I was saying that I wanted to like work a little bit more on like semi-solids and neutral semi-solids. That's what I did this week. I'm going to use this for something. I'll talk about it after. You hear the kids?
Yeah.
This is
I
crazy.
heard that.
Uncle Seth. I did do this color, which I'm going to have 4 of these available. 2 on regular sock, 2 on Tralala sock, and 2 on sparkle bases. We'll see how they do. I'm not so sure I want to continue this color. I like it. I want to tweak it. But it's just pink base. I have lots and lots and lots of speckle in there. This has a little too much green, so I did tweak it down to something more along the lines of this color. Yeah. So that'll be coming to the shop. I didn't name it. You'll see. This one
That one I like.
my favorite, and I want to make a featherweight with this.
Yes.
Or a Madewell with this. I'm calling this one Aurora. It is a very neutral, brownish purple base with a little bit of sage in it. I think the next couple of dye lots are going to be a little bit more saturated. But there is some speckle in there, even though I said I wasn't doing that. I lied.
Whoops.
I know. Whoops. This is on sparkle base. I want this on every base. Aurora, look for it. It's beautiful. I'm using it.
I love that one. Thanks.
And then I did one kind of rosy parchment kind of color, neutral, semi-solid, because I felt that I needed that in the shop. And look, guys. Look. Do these look amazing together or what? Come on. And of course, I'm like, I'm so happy about these new colors that are coming because they're gray purple. Ish pinkish.
Don't yell at me about my green and gray
So I
sweaters.
can't yell at Jaymie. I want everything in this. So look for these new 3 colors. I forgot what I named this one.
Oh boy, Shannon.
I don't write stuff down.
You didn't write it down.
I don't write stuff down.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I don't remember. Voodoo. Aurora. And something. But they'll be there. Follow me on Instagram. Them's is my new colors coming for this week, along with some old ones that I'm filtering into the shop that I have lots of. Jaymie's got some new colors too.
I got new colors, but first I got a new base too.
Oh yeah, Jaymie got a new base.
So
this is the one I was excited about.
Ooh. Can we? Wow.
I know.
Okay, I'll hold it back here.
This is what the yarn looks like before you dye it.
Yeah, it is not dyed yet. This
If you've
is,
ever
it's
seen
single ply sockweed yarn.
Yes.
It's 100% merino, superwash merino.
The squish factor on it is amazing.
So yay, I have a new base. So I'm gonna dye this up this week, hopefully.
Yeah.
So maybe not this week, but next week I'll have a shop update and I'll have all of these babies on there.
Yeah.
I have 2 new colorways.
I really like both of them.
And this is on my worsted weight. My Smith worsted. There we go. This is the first one.
Oh my my god. Bring it closer. Closer. Look at all those colors in there.
It's got a purpley pink, like, overall feeling, but it's got blues and greens and yellows.
And some of that pink has, like, a little bit of peachy, like right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What's under there?
Oh, it's
more. It's like tonal, crazy,
beautiful.
beautiful.
Like,
oh my
right
god,
over
you
there.
guys.
Yeah, that's nothing. It goes from light to dark.
She said that's nothing.
Like,
did you name these
it's
colors?
got lighter. This is Favorito.
Oh.
That's from, it's actually a magical world. In the book series The Magicians by Lev Grossman, it's also a TV show. I believe they have a completed first season. I don't know if there's a second season yet. I did not watch all of it. I just caught a few episodes, but I read the books. So
That's really nice.
So it's named after that fantasy world.
After that fantasy world.
The fantasy world of Fillory.
That's going to end up really nice, too.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. So
yeah.
So this will be in my shop on
delicious.
the Smith Worsted,
Yes.
and I will have this also on this.
Yeah, good. I want to see it on that.
And then this one.
I like that one.
Green!
That's so very Jaymie, but even like the variations in color and the way that the dye breaks and changes.
See, this is like here you and I can see it's
so
green.
yummy.
On here it looks white. It's not white.
It's not white,
green.
it's green.
I can
We're a little washed
you
out.
Kind of like when I put it pointed down, you can see it's green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a little washed out, but it's greens and like sageys and
That's
blues
really
and
beautiful.
browns and blacks and
Yeah.
it matches my hair.
It matches Jamie's hair. What's that one called again?
Louis. After Louis de Pointe-du-Lac from Interview with the Vampire.
Beautiful.
Louis, he's my favorite character.
Jaymie and her damn vampires.
Yeah, I liked him vampires.
So does your dad.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He likes
Phil, seriously, what are you doing? It's going to be like weeks before I let that go. God.
I doubt. Is it even still on TV?
I don't know. I don't care. That's this crazy.
I mean, that was years ago that he was watching that, and I was making fun of him. I was telling him, that's worse than Twilight.
It is a little worse than Twilight.
So, the Anne Rice vampires is the way to go.
Those are the adult ones.
She has a new book coming out.
Again?
This month. I don't know if it came out yet already. I forget if it was the beginning of November or the end of November it was supposed to come out.
We gotta talk about books.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, we gotta talk about some books.
So anyway, this will be, I've got this, only one on my worsted because I ran out, 2 on my Potter Sport, and then this will also be on this.
Great.
I like this.
I'm looking forward to that single ply. That single ply is the
like
best.
Glows. It's glowing.
Yeah, I know. It's the lights.
It is.
The lighting struggle is real, you guys. The podcaster's lighting struggle is real. That single ply, which, and I think Jamie's is
it's different than that.
Mine has a little bit of a higher twist on it.
Yeah, this one.
But they're not that much different.
Like this. I don't know. Go say what you were gonna say. 'Cause
if you're looking for yarn that has wonderful drape for shawls or anything like that, your single ply yarns are the ones to get for that. Just single ply sock yarns.
And I think just single plies, they look so pretty.
They just look pretty.
They do.
The way that they soak up dye, they don't. I don't want to say that they don't soak it up all the way through, but they leave like such a nice halo.
Mm.
They're really
but
beautiful.
It's like the color of the dye halo. It's not like
yeah. It's not a light halo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you can sort of. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't go all the way through. It just leaves a nice halo, and it's just like a nice little. There's depth.
Yeah.
Like it's like a nice depth in there. So I did want to say really quickly. Now that I've talked about the yarns that I'm going to add.
Shanna's next project.
You know, my next project that I'm going to cast on right away. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've been talking about the stupid primrose yarn that I'm like, what am I going to do with it? Oh my god, it's 400 yards of worsted weight, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing Joji Locatelli's worsted boxy or bust. That's what I'm doing. But I don't have enough. So, it only makes sense that I'm going to stripe it with the Voodoo. I have no idea how I'm going to stripe it yet. I don't know if it's going to be super stripey or if it's going to be like color block stripey. I'm leaning more towards that. But that's happening. I'm going to dye this for myself. And I'm going to make freaking boxy. Just in time for summer. When it finally gets done.
It's going to look nice.
It is going to look nice. It's going to look nice. What else do we have? Books. Can we talk about books for a little while? We haven't talked about books in a long time.
All right, so this one I talked about a while ago. I was rereading it because it's a trilogy, and I had only read the first one, never read the other two, and I want to. So,
and I want to.
So I decided to reread this because, you know, it was when Anna was a baby, I read it.
Jamie's a rereader.
She was just born. So, picked it up again. It took me forever to get through it, but I forgot how good the ending was. I got to the ending again, and I was like, oh yeah! Yes! So I finally finished it. I could go on to the next in the series. Yay, it's good. If you guys need to read it. It's magical. It's the magicians. It's about magicians. It's about wizards, witches.
Is that like, I don't know what that sound like. Is it considered young adult?
No.
No.
What
is it considered?
No. This one is...
she said, no.
No. It's
adult.
Adult, yeah.
Okay.
It's adult. I would not recommend it to a child.
Then don't.
It's very good. It is not like Harry Potter. If you're looking for Harry Potter, don't read this. It was very good. Very good. So I recommend it if you like.
And some of Jamie's yarn is named after some of the stuff in there.
Yes, a little less out of the ordinary. Yes.
Read it.
I like science fiction-y.
This, I'm like...
This, okay. The Fifth Wave.
The Fifth Wave.
I had seen the trailer for the movie. And then we were in Target, and I saw the book, and I was like, it was a book! And I grabbed it.
See, and I keep seeing the movie on, like, HBO, because now that, now it's out, you can see it on demand or whenever they're playing it. And I'm always like, do I want to watch this? I can never catch it from the beginning.
I was like, that trailer looks really interesting. It looks like a movie I would like. But then I saw the book, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy it.
It looks like the Maze Runner or like Divergent. Like it when I see
I haven't
clips,
read Divergent
I'm like
yet.
It looks like those movies to me.
I haven't seen the Maze Runner or Divergent. I have Divergent
like those are young adults
on my bookshelf.
Those are like
this is young adult,
right?
Young adult. It's a quick read. I started it yesterday.
I don't need to say anything, right?
I started it yesterday. I'm already more than halfway. It is, though. It's a very quick read. You know what? It's short chapters. It's broken up into characters. And with most of the young adult books, you know, it's a little easier than adult books to read. You breeze through them. You do. All right. It's also, first page, it's like action. It's already, like, there's no getting into this. It starts, and it's all right there, and it just takes you, like, straight through it. It's really good.
I want to see, okay. Now, we've said this before. I'm not a huge reader. I like books on tape. Tape doesn't exist anymore. I like audiobooks. And like even with audiobooks, I'm like, do I want to sit and listen to this right now? It takes me forever to get through a freaking audiobook. I want to see The Girl on the Train. Like so bad. I love Emily Blunt. I love the whole idea of that movie. Looks amazing to me. But I feel guilty that I haven't, like, read the book. I said I was going to get the book on audio before it came out, and I didn't. And now I'm just going to watch the movie like a slacker. Like a slacker.
It's okay.
But I haven't seen The Fifth Wave yet. But like I said, every time I see a clip, I'm like, do I want to watch this?
Yeah.
It looks kind of like blah, blah, blah.
Well, I can't speak for the movie. The book is very good.
The book is good.
The book is very good. I like it a lot.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Have you seen the movie? Have you read the book? Tell us. We should open like a book thread in the Ravelry group.
Yeah, like what are you reading now?
Yeah, what are you reading? Tell us about it.
I will have a bunch of books no one else will want to read.
Let's open that thread.
Yeah.
And then we'll open the sweater along FO thread also. Because I said we were going to do that.
Because other people are not slackers and have finished their sweaters already. Uh-huh. We gave you 2 months, people.
I know. Slow down. Slow down.
It's like,
think that was it for the stuff that we needed to talk about today.
Yeah, it was. I have been a slacker, and I did talk about this 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yes.
This is my Lost Boys hat pattern. I'm going to have it up for free. I have not written it out yet, so not promising, but I hope to get it done this week, so by next podcast I could say, hey, I have a free pattern.
Hey! Hey, I has this now.
So, it's textured. It's very simple.
I love this hat.
Easy. Has your pom-pom.
And I'm
I love it too. I
you know,
but like I
great.
really like the way it came out.
Yeah. And it looks good on you.
Like
you have a clip in your hair right now.
I'll take the clip out. It's not like my hair's... Look, it stays. That's my hair. The magic of my hair.
The magic... Right? Does that look good or what? Yes. Worsted weight.
Yeah, it's worsted. This is Malabrigo Rios in the Plomo colorway.
So look, you'll look for that. Jaymie will have that.
Shad is color, gray, purple.
I don't understand why this isn't just like the color of everything. Like why isn't that the color of everything? It should be. So you're gonna post on your Instagram when that's up too, because definitely. Follow us, you guys.
And I will, when the shop update comes around, that will be on my Instagram as well.
Yeah. I was able to give away my 1,000 follower giveaway on Instagram, so I just want to say out loud, congratulations, Morning Thaw Knits.
Yeah, congratulations.
You already know that you won, but I have to express that I am very grateful for you guys for coming down and following me and supporting, and to continue to do that. So, thanks, guys. Morning Thaw Knits K. Congrats. I'm sending your yarn out today.
I love that colorway,
which is Saturday.
It's green.
It's green. It's the Venery colorway, so she gets that. So, yeah. We're done. We're set. Thanks, you guys, for spending some time with us. Don't forget to go down to our Ravelry group. Join that. And if you want to get updates on when our new podcasts are coming out, you can hit that subscribe button, and you will get notifications. Mm-hmm. And you'll make us feel good.
Follow us on Instagram. Makes us happy.
Yeah. I know, all this stuff is really to feel good, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't feel good.
Subscribe, you make us happy.
Yeah.
Instagram, friend us, you
make us happy.
Yay!
That's it. We will see you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.